What up, Keyforge? I'm Zoc, and we're here for something a little bit different today. We are going to be checking out deck clones. I just received my first deck clone, so I wanted to take everybody through what are deck clones, how do you get one, why would you get one, and then let's check out and see how mine looks and unbox it. I haven't opened it yet. I just got one, and it came in this packet. It's got, my address and stuff on the other side, but uh yeah, so, but what are deck clones and why would you get one? They actually got this really nice article on keyforging.com for deck clones. So it's a copy of a deck. And you can change the language, which is really cool. So you might want to get a copy of one that's really important to you and you don't want to lose. Or maybe you lost a few cards from a deck and you want to get a full deck. Or maybe it's in a foreign language and you want it in another language. So they all come with the same Archon back. We'll take a look at that once we open ours up. And they have very clear kind of, let's see, they have a clear marking here on the cards. This clone icon for clones, and then on the back, on the bottom of every the Archon card, it says when it was made. We'll get into all that. But you can actually use deck clones in official tournaments, so that's also really cool. It's really nice for if you have a foreign language deck but you want to play in English uh, uh, tournament that's mostly English, and so that people don't have to keep up looking cards in the Master Vault. So yeah, that's actually really, really nice. So how would you go about getting one? What you actually do is just go to that deck in the Master Vault. So this is one of my decks. It's a Vietnamese deck. This one I had in my NKFL lineup last season. It's one that I've thought about getting a clone. I haven't yet, but first you select the language. So let's say English. You add it to your cart. Deck clones cost $25. So it says, okay, Keyforge Grim Reminder deck clone, $25, 27. And then you just order and ship it. So it's as easy as that, and then you get it about, for me, it was about a month later, roughly. I think I ordered it that first night. I'm sure at the start they were extra busy, and depending on what they're doing, like if they're printing a run from the Game Found or something, maybe they're a little bit more busy. But yeah, I would guess, 4 to 6 weeks is the estimate. But yeah, let's get in and see what this clone looks like, huh? Just rip this thing open. It does come with an invoice. Okay. And then we have this little packaged. It's not a normal shrink wrap package. You can see here it's kind of sealed at the top. And then on the back, so I actually got a clone of C Dong, which was another one of my NKFL. So you can see it was printed on December 3rd. So yeah, let's open this bad boy up and see what it looks like. But this was also one of the decks in my NKFL lineup, and I thought because it's in Vietnamese, it'd be nice to have it in English, just in case I wanted to play it more in person. Okay, so the name doesn't change at all, as you can see, but we now have that really nice aqua-ish background. Every deck clone has the same Archon. image. All right, and then taking a look at one of the cards, there's Cacophonous Riot. The only way that you would know, let's see, let's get it to focus here. Let's try that again. It really doesn't want to focus, does it? There we go. The only way you would really know it's a deck clone is this little symbol right here, the little clone symbol, and that, I guess for mine at least, that the language of the deck name is different than the language of the card. But yeah. So, let's see. What else do we got here? Pretty. Yeah, so yeah, let's check out Seedong. So I'll be a stray. Grim Reaper, which is some nice creature control. We actually have double Snippy, which is also good creature control, which can come in clutch, especially because you can often discard them off house. We have Mamet, which sometimes can get back some key pieces. We have a Harvest Skimmer, a Dark Memento. Sometimes it's nice to get haunted, especially if, say, you have In Here Somewhere in your hand and want to archive some cards in your discard. More ways to get haunted quickly. Double Holiday Festival, and then to finish it out, if you're really haunted, we have Ectocharge. And then a Strong Feeling, which can do a tiny bit of work. We have the Albia Stray. We don't have a lot of ways to capture, though. Going to Equidon, we have Fortune Reverser, the Old Tinkerer, Siphoneptarian, double Siphoneptarian, actually. We have Historianly Darken, which can do some magic, because it can bring back the top card from the discard pile. So we'll get to some cards that we might want to bring back. We have Gagroku's Sapper for a tiny bit of artifact control. We have Incarnation Pod, Flea Market, Technorachnophobia, which doesn't hit that often. And then we have 3 actions, which are all possibilities that we might want to bring back with Historianly Darken if it's out there, especially Market Fluctuation, which can give some really nice disruption and card draw, depending if you're haunted and if your opponent's haunted. Ledger Domain can return a damaged creature to the owner's hand, and then Estate Sale just for some extra burst. So each of those, depending on the situation, could potentially want to be brought back with Historianly Darken. Then we get to Brobnar. Brobnar's got a lot of big creatures. We get a Thunderdell, Rickety Cybergiant, Ornor Skullface. We have a Heavyweight Morik, a Crim Torchtooth, a Soul Bomb. And then to go with those big 5 creatures, we have a Beanstalk. So they can come in ready, and you can actually search for them with the action on it as well. We have some disruption here as well with a Recklessness. It can be really good. Some other really good actions to continue to get good value out of our Barobnar creatures, which is really good since we can sometimes get them with the action from the Beanstalk. We have double Cacophonous Riot, and then Lash Out to help try and clear the board while we're so we can reap more with those, and then an extra bit of Ember Control and Memorialize the Fallen. Yeah, so that is my first deck clone, Seedong. I'm not sure how to pronounce the rest of it. Come on, let's focus. Now, the other cool thing that deck clones do is if you have a deck accolade. Now, what is a deck accolade? A deck accolade is if you've taken a deck either to a world championship tournament, or if you've won a vault tour, you'll get an accolade on it. And let's look up where it talks about accolades, because then I'll show you what they look like, because those also will appear on your deck clones. Now this one, I don't actually have any decks with an accolade, so I couldn't show that off, unfortunately. But here is an example of accolades that would appear, and they appear on every single card in the deck. So these are just some examples. Participant in the KFC Open, participant in the World Championship, which I think is that top one. It's actually quite confusing. And then I think the middle one is maybe winning a national championship, because that is also an accolade you can get. Vault Tours, National Championship, Open Tournaments, and World Championship. So those are also really cool, and another reason why you might want to get a deck clone. All right, so that's it. I just wanted to show off kind of opening this deck clone, see what it's all about, see how they look. They're pretty cool. And yeah, just really quick stream for today. I wanted to get this up on YouTube so that people could, if they wanted to see what deck clones were all about, could check that out. So thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good day, evening, morning, wherever you're at. And as always, forge responsibly. Thanks, everyone. See you later. Bye. Oh, and